So yeah, when I say it can literally be anything. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video on 5 simple daily tips that you can do to improve your life. These are 5 tips that I do every day, which has completely transformed my life, and I thought I'd share them with you guys on my channel. So yeah, I'm not going to do a massive intro or anything, I'm just going to get straight into it. So I've just read my notes and it turns out I have 6, but 5 just sounds better, so I might do like a bonus tip at the end, just because it is my favourite tip and I feel like it's the most like different, like it's not like you're going to see this on any other channel kind of thing, it's very unique. So stay tuned till the end to hear that, guys. So my first tip is start your day by watching a motivational video or listening to motivational music. This is something I used to do from when I was like 16 years old. I used to get on my school bus every morning and like put my earphones in and like I try and listen to the most like inspiring kind of music. But during more exam time I'd listen to more like motivational like speeches and stuff. I basically would just put in YouTube motivational speeches, and if you actually go on YouTube there's like a new video every day without a doubt. Music wise, I listen to, where is my phone? The playlist is literally called Motivational Speeches, the best motivation speeches and music. I don't think there's any music on it though, not that I've heard. So yeah, then I went through a phase of listening to motivational speeches, and now I kind of do a mixture of both. If I'm having breakfast I'll have like a motivational speech in the background while I'm eating, or if I'm like walking to work, usually more like motivational like music. So yeah, just switch it up. So my next tip is do a skincare routine every morning and night. This one is so important to me because I feel like if I don't do my skincare routine I can't go outside. I can't go outside without doing my skincare routine because my skin just feels so tight. I don't really wear makeup on a day-to-day basis really, so I feel like my skincare routine is so important to me. But I think it's just starting your day right. It's part of a routine which helps you like with your overall routine. I feel like it's a habit that's quite easy to follow because you basically get out of the shower and do everything. It should take you no more than a minute a day really, when you've kind of like figured out what works for you. I am going to do a video on my skincare routine as that has been, I'm going to say, highly requested. Like 2 of my friends said I should do it. If I've already recorded my skincare routine, I'll make sure to include that in the description bar for you guys to see. So my next tip, which is very important to me, is put everything back in its correct place. I actually watched this YouTube video and it was about keeping tidy and clean. And they basically said that everything in your room has to have a place, like it's kind of its own home in a way, which makes sense because if everything has a place and it goes back where it is, everything will always be tidy and like you'll know where it is. I kind of have started tidying my room like 10 minutes a day and it's honestly made the biggest difference. I started implementing this in my life because I kept losing my keys. And this just started to become a big problem. Like I would literally lose my keys like under my bed, in between like my sheets. I don't even know how they got there. One time I literally had to call in late to work because I'd lost my keys, because you don't really look for your keys until you're about to leave the house anyways. And what I'd done is basically the night before when I'd got in from work, my friend who I used to live with, her room was right near the entrance, so I'd always like go see her before I went to bed, and I'd thrown the keys like on her bed, and then we'd just been talking, chilling, not really thought much of it. So basically I couldn't find my keys anywhere. I was going to be late for work, and then I was like, do you know what, they're in Jolie's room, but she'd locked the door so I couldn't 100% even tell you if they were actually in her room or not. But I basically had to call at work, be like, I'm going to be late, this is the situation, then call up Jo being like, I know you've driven like half an hour home, but can you please come back because I think my keys are in your room. And then she did drive all the way back and they were in her room, and yeah, I never want something like that to ever happen again, because even though work weren't mad, it isn't something that I'd really want to make a habit of. So yeah, now I have my keys in a pot. Let me just reach over it. It's right near the entrance to my room. I basically dump them in the pot as soon as I walk through the door, which means they're always there when I'm about to walk out the door the day after. So my next tip, and in my opinion the most important tip, is plan your day the day before or the morning of that day. I tend to try and do it the day before because then I feel like my mindset is ready in the morning. But if I'm too tired, I'll make sure to keep my books like right next to me. So I have already done a video on daily organisational skills, so I'll make sure to link that below in the description bar as well. So basically I just write a list, maybe 6-7 things roughly that I seem to do, and then I just cross them off. Like, I kind of scribble them out when I've done them, and then I cross off the things that I know I won't be able to complete that day, if that makes sense. So this is just like a tip on a tip, kind of like a sub-tip. You know, like a subtitle, but like for tips. This is something I learned the hard way, is just don't get discouraged if you don't finish your to-do list, because I used to do that all the time and it's so like unproductive to do that. It just gets you like, just like lowers your motivation. There's just no point. Just accept that you've not been able to finish everything on your list. It's just one of them things, like as long as you try your best, like what else can you do? And also don't over like saturate your list. Like, don't have too many things that you need to be doing. I would recommend just 5-6 things to start with. So what I used to do when I first started doing this is actually putting times next to everything that I need to do. So set a time in the day that I should get that done, which worked out really well because then I can plan my day around them times, so I know when I've got free time. And make sure to plan for free time as well. Like, don't do that mistake of just having things that you need to do. You just won't get everything done. Like, being realistic. Yeah, I don't do that anymore because I feel like I don't need to. I am really good at getting my to-do list done now. That was more because in the past, once I had like a break from my to-do list, I kind of wouldn't get back on doing things on my to-do list, so I just chill out for the rest of the day, whereas now I'm not like that, so I feel like I don't need to set times to do things. My next tip is more for people who have a lifestyle where they go out a lot. So yeah, this is what I meant, not all the tips are for everyone. I thought this would be quite a different tip to include because I feel like no one ever makes tips for the people who are trying to have a good time. So yeah, when you're getting from your night out, get a glass of water. Have it beside your bed, so when you get thirsty in the middle of the night, it's there for you. It will sober you up, it'll avoid a hangover in the morning. But on top of that, I always make sure when I go pick up my pre-drinks to get food for when I get in. This saves me money with like takeaways and stuff, so I don't have to get a takeaway. It means I get home quicker and I'm not stood in the takeaway with all my friends for 3 hours doing what I don't know. And it sobers you up, which is the most important thing, so that you can start your day the next day a lot more fresher, which is important. Hence why this is a habit that I have included, because it helps you be more productive in the long run. Why this is included in my daily habits is because there was one point in my life I literally went out every day, and I feel like this is for the people out there who are still living that lifestyle post-quarantine, obviously. So my last tip, which is basically my bonus tip, is, oh my god, I never thought I'd even say this, but journaling. I watch so many videos on like self-help, self-care, you know, because I'm all into that. And journaling is just something that kept coming up, and I was like, that sounds boring. Like, basically journaling is like you get a book and you just write down like everything that comes to your mind, and it's to kind of like get everything out there. You don't really even have to read it back. I attempted it twice and it just wasn't for me, so I kind of put my own little twist on it, and mine is to kind of help me improve as well. So let me just go get my book. So we have my goals book again. We do love to see it. This is my goals book, by the way. And I've not really like done much in this book, and I am going to do a video eventually on what I actually write in this book. But in the back I have, so what I do instead of journaling, but it's still technically a form of journaling, is write at the end of the day, every day, I have the date on the side, 3 things I did well and 3 things that I can improve on. I don't like to say 3 things I didn't do well because I don't like using like negative terminology. So let me find some examples which are probably going to be a bit embarrassing. But yeah, these can be like anything. They don't have to be like super like in depth. They don't have to be things that are always going to improve your life. It could literally just be something like didn't drink enough water today, or it could be as big as I didn't like the way I spoke to this person and I don't want to speak in that way to someone ever again. It literally can be whatever, I don't even know, like it's more specific to whoever it's about. So this list that I found was for the 19th of the 9th 2019, so this is the one I'm going to share with you. So for the things I did well, I wrote woke up early and planned my morning, learned to use the dishwasher. Basically I'd lived in that flat for maybe 3 months and I didn't know how to use the dishwasher, so yeah. I managed to do 3/4 of my to-do list. For things to improve on, I put you watch too much TV, so basically watch less TV. Didn't do the most important thing on your list. It's very important sometimes to do the thing that's most important on your list first so you get it out of the way. And then my last one was look around when driving. This was around the time when I was learning to drive, and I kind of just like would sit there and like I was too nervous to kind of like move my head like to look in like other directions in case like I crashed. So I would literally just face forward, but you're not like, you can't drive like that, like and I was just so rigid, like I wouldn't even like look at the mirror like at the top because I was way too scared to like take my eyes off the road. So yeah, when I say it can literally be anything, I literally mean anything. So that's all from me guys. Thank you for watching this video and I hope you enjoyed these tips. Let me know if you do try them out and how you got on with them in the comments, and make sure to like, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys very soon.